Chat. Good afternoon, everybody. If you heard that belch in the background, it wasn't me. That was one of the other guys.
Sorry.
And how's everybody keeping today? All well, I hope, on this pretty sunny day, although we have still got a flood running in place. That's the weather report for today. Done. I'll bring the guys in. So, here's who we've got. We've got Scott in. We've got Andy, the long-lost son, who's still getting on at me about leaving him in a box by the river many thousands of years ago. And we've got Mark as well. Mark the non-sleeper at the moment. I think it's been about 3 weeks since he had a decent night's sleep.
It's longer than that, but yeah.
I just apologise for the belch. I thought I was muted.
Right. I'll pop you guys back in the background. There was a bit of chat going on earlier on in the chat. I think Alf was talking to Colin, asking if he knew what I was doing today. And I think Colin replied, I don't even think Wayne knows what he's doing. Well, yeah, hi, you're probably right.
Make shavings fine, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, making shames. I don't know if anybody's seen any of the stuff that Wayne Bigfoot Woodcrafts has been doing recently, but he did an absolutely brilliant diorama the other day with some really miniature stuff, miniature table, miniature goblets, plates, even did a miniature sword, which he turned then sanded down to sword shape. So that gave me a bit of inspiration to go back and try some miniature stuff. So at the moment, I've got a piece of olive. It is definitely olive, Scott. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
I've got a piece of olive on the lathe here. It's about 3/4 of an inch square. It's about 3 inches long. I just noticed it has got a fairly big crack, which goes right across. So this is going to be a miniature goblet. I might be able to get a miniature captive ring on there. We'll wait and see. So I'm using a very small rough and gouge. This was from, I've had this for years. Ashley Isles, when they're at wood shows and things like this, they bring along pieces of high-speed steel in solid bar. They bring some that are fluted and things like this for people to make their own tooling and stuff. So this was a piece of fluted one. I think it was sort of a bow gouge type thing. I've just made a rough and gouge out of it. So we'll get on and get some turning done. I'm going to be using some of my smaller spindle gouges and parting tool and things like this today, and we'll have a bit of a laugh. So starting off with this, doing a goblet type thing. If there's enough wood left at the bottom, I might do a box. I've got a small piece of padauk, which is about 1/2 inch square. That will do something out of. I've got a piece of laburnum that we might do something out of. And if I get time, I've got a piece of ash in the other chuck to do a Christmas tree out of and show you how to use the skew incorrectly to get a good effect for a Christmas tree. So, guys, you're going to let me know who's in, and I'll just
I'll let you know. Can I just say that I'm really fortunate enough to own some of Wayne's miniature stuff? He sent me some the other day. So thank you, Wayne.
That's not me, Wayne. That's Wayne Bigfoot.
Wayne Bigfoot, yeah. I'm going to make a scene out of it, I've decided. It's going to be like a castle.
Gonna make a scene.
Who have we got in? So, number one for the 5th week running on the UK Top 40 Woodturning channel is Colin Roberts. Elf Key.
Give us a second, Scott. I'm just stopping there. Seeing as how I'm doing some close-up work, I'm going to put my ×2 magnifiers on my glasses. That's these things. Clip-on magnifiers that go on my glasses. Right, Scott, you can carry on.
So, where I should have done this the other way around. Counted down to number one. Could have been like the Pepsi chart show. Lewis the Klondike, Craftsman, Mark Pritchard, the Dude from Bude,
Hello.
John PBH, Malcolm Douglas, Circular Keith by Wood, Colin Izzard, John S. Every time I do that.
Let's see how that crack's doing. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Ian in the Shed, Richard RJK Spinning Wood, David Miller, Steve Wilson, Dennis Beamish, Mole Valley Maker, Greg Alexander,
Doug Miller.
Ellie Two Meadows,
More sketches in.
Andy Heath, Kim Dickinson, Wacky Woodworks, Robert Dolman, Barry's Wood Creations, the Dark Man himself, DIY Dark Matter.
Dark Man. Woo!
Hey.
I haven't seen you in ages, mate.
No. Right
Howdy,
turn.
Doc.
That's a new name.
Bowcroft? Or Beecroft?
Paul Lockwood, Karen Dolman,
Right turn?
Lovings to Turn,
Henry Morgan. Leroy 500.
No, there we go. We're all up.
I think
Ben
we're
Chapman.
there. Oh, Richard Freeling.
If we missed anyone, we apologise. It was Scott's fault.
Yeah, I'll take the blame.
Yep.
Took the blame for the blue pencil. I might as well take the blame for that.
Yeah.
And
Don't
John
take
says,
it,
and Uncle
Cat,
Tom
mate.
Gobley and all. Sorry, mate.
Don't be taking a Kit Kat.
Did I miss Jennifer? I didn't see Jennifer.
We did apologise.
Right, I'll just see if I can get this cleaned out. I'm using a small, sorry, wrong camera. Using a small spindle gouge. That's going out of focus. With a swept back flute, just to see if I can get in here and get this cleaned out. I may well have to use a scraper to do this. I could just use a drill.
DIY Dogs just asked what size spindle gouge is that?
Size?
Very small.
Oh, damn.
Quarter inch?
Mr. Tidy Garden.
Cool.
Do you want to come and tidy my garden?
I was just going to say the same.
Brian at Hartwood Turning.
It's 3/8. It's a 3/8 gouge.
Joe Senior's in.
Joe Senior in.
Hiya, Joe.
Hashtag sofa for Joe. You can now buy T-shirts with that on, with the money going to charity.
The second sofa for Joe fun.
Dennis Beamish has asked, do you turn a lot faster when turning miniatures?
Yes, at the moment, I'm turning at about 2,100.
Times light speed.
Hi, Leroy.
He's faster than the speed of light.
Done. He's done it already.
Rub-a-dub's in. Hi, Rub-a-dub.
Double rub. Dub.
So Andy, have you managed to get like your child maintenance off your dad yet, where he left you for all them years?
It's
Hey,
called
hang on,
historic.
don't start giving them ideas. Do you?
I've actually looked into it, Scott. Apparently, historical something or other. I'm not entitled to anything, but that sounds about right. We do live in the UK. They will keep as much money as they can off you.
You probably
Can't pay you one, Jed.
get paid in slate as well, mate. You know.
Well, to be fair, we're
No,
talking
no,
like nearly
no,
4,000
no.
years.
I'll pay him. I'll pay him in the traditional way. I'll pay him with salt.
Joseph's question: what is Wayne making? Wayne is doing some miniature stuff today.
It's going to be a miniature goblet out of olive. Definitely not you. Not you. There's no you anywhere near the lathe.
Only Dad. Dad.
So I've just put a link in the chat there for the Sofa for Joe t-shirts. As I said, all the profit from them is going to charity, and will be going to the Veteran Centre in Southampton at the moment.
That makes you a granddad, Dad. Just pointing out. Well, twice over. All right, granddad.
Hey, you're cruising for a Gibbs slap.
Granddad, we love you.
Right, I'm just doing my calculator. 2,000 years of maintenance. It's quite a few bags of sand, that.
So Mark Pritchard is asking, Wayne, question, how long have you been turning?
34 years.
And Andy Heath says there's nothing wrong with being a granddad. The missus and I were chatting the other day saying we've got kids now that can make us grandparents at our age. We're like, ooh.
That's scary, isn't it?
I know. The beautiful thing is, though, you can have them, spoil them, fill them up with sugar, get them bouncing off the ceiling, and then go, have them back.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. That's
With your woodsheds.
My adopted parents do to me and my son. Thank you, Mum. Thank you.
I'm going to be a cool granddad. I'm still a big kid at heart, so. Does anyone else walk into a shop that's got like stuff with the buttons that you press and press the whole lot?
No?
Oh, yeah.
Please
If it says,
do not touch this. What? Oh, okay.
if it's got a sticker on it that says, press here, will it be rude not to?
Yeah.
Someone's gone to all the trouble of putting that sticker there. You know, job creation. I used to love going to Toys R Us and doing that.
I was gutted when Toys R Us went, I'll be honest. We had a
So was I.
massive one right next door. Well,
I know.
About 10 minutes down.
Whatever happened to Jeffrey?
Hey, he's joined me, mate. On the unemployment line.
Poor old Jeffrey.
He's quite tall.
Oh, hello, he's going for a captive reign.
Oh. Mole Belly says, you mean like a fart in Santa? Yeah, if it's got a button on it, you got to press it.
There's no way on this earth that I would attempt to do something like this.
Give us a second.
My hands are too fat for this.
Mm.
Costs almost worse than drilling. Sorry, Andy, say again.
Ian Leonard joined.
No, I am.
Hi, Ian.
We've got 63 in, Dad.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, guys.
Mark Pritchard says, I bet you love it now as if it was your first day you tried, Wayne, and passing on your knowledge. Thank you.
I do, to tell you the truth. That's it.
Oh, wow. I just saw that move. So there you go, mini goblet with a captive ring in 15 minutes. You shouldn't be at all surprised.
That's wicked.
Okay,
Yeah, but it's got sandy inside of it now.
No, I'm not going to bother doing that. That's it. Get that out of the way.
Dark sand. I like this kind of stuff. You get to see Wayne pull out tools that he hasn't used in years.
Yeah.
He's also asked, did you make that captive ring tool?
Yes, it was originally. I've had this for years. It was originally like that.
Yeah.
Can't really see that very well. It was originally like that. This is a Hamlet one. The one that I'm using is a Robert Sorby one. But what I've actually done is that I've sharpened it in such a way that I can use it both ways, rather than having to. Because I can't find the other one of this one. So I've just been having a bit mess about this morning.
Hodgepodge says it's going to be interesting seeing Drilly handle this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think Drilly's going to get a look in with this today. Right. Where did I put that piece of... Oh, there it is. I'm just going straight in with 240. Oh, that's bendy.
Yeah.
Gently, gently.
Yeah.
Steve,
great stuff.
Steve Asher's joined.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, look at that. He's so tiny.
That's wicked.
It's really pretty. You're going to have to find a very little flower to stick in the goblet now. Like a decoration-y type thing.
How long is it going to take Wayne to drink his bottle of wine using that?
I'm using Yorkshire grit now.
That's genius.
Did you hear? Oh, probably didn't watch it. Dr. Bob was saying last night in Jay Wooden Things Live that where he was, someone didn't know what Yorkshire grit was and put it on their toast.
Yeah, I think it was his grandson.
Yeah. He let him eat half of the slice of toast before he went, nah, you can't eat that.
Dr. Bob's over in Michigan, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think so.
Classic. Yeah, you don't want to eat that, boy.
I bet his insides were nice and smooth.
Yeah. Things came out quicker.
Barry's in. Bonjour, Barry.
He's been sorting out his student food. Pot noodle then.
Mo Valley asks, is that the goblet a Scotsman gives to the guest for a single malt?
Right, so that's the Yorkshire grit.
Steve Coombs has come in to say hi. He says he can't stay because he's working, but he just wanted to say hi.
Hey, Steve.
We worked out last night it's Steve Combs.
Oh, Steve Combs.
Yeah, he explained to us in Jay's live last night how to pronounce his last name. It's a long O, apparently.
Now I'm just putting some Hampshire Sheen gloss wax on.
Keith says, Wayne, if I send you some 40 grit dust, could you turn that into a goblet?
Yeah, I'll mix it with super glue. Right, get this parted off.
Actually, could you do this kind of miniature work with resin, like pen blank resin?
Yes, you could. I thought about doing a resin one this morning because I have got a resin pen blank. Why I've got a resin pen blank, I don't know.
Probably for making a pen with. Just guessing.
It's not blue, is it, Wayne?
No.
It wasn't in the box that I sent up, was it?
It probably was, Andy, tell you the truth.
That's what I was thinking. Was it in the box with GPS I sent up for Jane? But it might have been Andy because I think mine were all offcuts.
Yeah, most of mine were, but there might have been. I might have put in some pen blanks as well because I don't.
So that took you about 16 minutes. Going for 21, so the talk at the start.
Look, there we are.
Look at that.
Nice.
It is, how long is it? It is 1 inch and 5/8 long by, steady hands, Wayne, steady hands.
Don't break it now.
Around about, find it better in there.
Peace, love, community.
Yeah, around about 1/4 inch diameter at its widest point. That's not focusing very well. See, try a different camera.
John PBH says, that's feckin' awesome.
There you go. It's still not focusing.
That is cool.
Did he?
Oh, quick.
How much, Wayne?
Hey, how much?
How
No,
much?
that was about 150 quid for that.
No.
Right. I've still got a bit of
He's going to lose it now.
a bit of wood left here. So let's see if we can do something
Teacup and a
else.
saucer.
$68 in, Wayne.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
And as Darkman says, remember your thumbs, people. Don't have to, but you know, it's kind of nice, isn't it?
Paul Lockwood says, that price, I'll look at the shorter stemmed version. And Richard says, that was a short one today.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. See you on Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday night, Wayne, I'm not going to be available, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I have a meeting of my Dremel compatriots.
Oh, nice one.
Cool.
Yeah. Discussing business, method of approach, and attack and conquer.
Cool.
Might just be a bit of a laugh, I know. I'm guessing.
World domination.
I'm already on track for that. When's my birthday, Andy? Ooh. 13th of November.
13th, yep.
That's a Friday.
It's the day of the quiz.
I know.
It is.
It's the day Scott's legs are coming out and going in a kilt.
Is the world ready?
I'm thinking they're not taking part because I don't know anything.
I've got to say, I'm very disappointed in the lack of bribes that have been offered.
I don't need to bribe you. I've got Dale. We're going to lose. We want the wooden spoon. I want a trophy.
Oh, tell me he's not making a teapot.
I thought he was
No, he's making a little box.
is it little spinning top?
Right, very little spinning top.
There you go, Mark. Turn that one.
Cool, yeah.
I'm going to be 40 this year. 40,000.
It's a good age.
No. Much prefer 39.
Right, I'm gonna cheat with this one. If I can find a drill.
Dark says, Wayne, you should do a video on your tools, buddy. We would love to see 34 years of tool collecting.
Oh, there's not 34 years of tool collect. Oh, Scott, you remember last night in the chat when we were talking about Jay's bull gouge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's mine.
I'd get a new one, Wayne.
I think that was the first bull gouge I ever bought.
Blimey.
That's what I'm going to do with my first bowl gouge when it eventually gets down like that. And then I'm going to frame it.
It's amazing to think that the Egyptians had wood turning back then.
I know.
Yeah, fun. Actually, joking aside, they did.
Well, yeah, 100% they did.
Wayne's workshop then was a pyramid.
On a big scale.
Yeah, that's why I've got a stoop.
Poor old Jay, he did really well with the limitations he had with that tool rest for such a deep bowl. He got through it, got it done in the end.
Right, what I'm wanting to do first, I'll put some shape into this, I think.
Robert Lapley's just joined.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
We like Rob, actually.
Dark says, dang, that looked like Nick's bowl gouge.
Hey, hang on. If Nick is still using... Nick has been using the bull gouge that I donated to him, and it didn't look like that.
Richard RJK said, what did you do for the first 100 years, Wayne?
That's when I was growing.
Ian in the shed says when he turns 40, he's buying a VW camper van.
It's got to be a split. It's got to be a split screen.
Yeah, buy a splitty. 18 window splitty.
I've only got 2.5 years. Not even that. Oh, in November, so I'll be 38 in January. Ooh, it's creeping up.
Wee youngster. I'll be 52 in April.
I don't know what I know what I want for my midlife crisis, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. I want a traction engine.
Baz is asking January the what?
18th.
Mine's the 8th.
All the good people are born in January, Wayne.
No, that'll be November.
Yeah, it's actually April.
No, it's not.
It's crap. It's crap having your birthday in January because you have Christmas. And then most people, because your birthday's so close to Christmas, they'll combine the two.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that, even in November. But that's fine. That means I get bigger and better.
My youngest son's birthday is the 21st of December. And my ex-wife's birthday was the 30th of December.
Then you have to wait till Father's Day to get something. It's like...
Scott, you're missing a trick here, sunshine.
Why?
Well, being the man of the house and all that, not old school and all that. I'm not a slave driver, but I want something cold.
Mate, I'll do it anyway. If I want something, I'll get it.
Yep.
I think Joanne Think she'd notice a traction engine turning up?
No, it'd be fine.
No, I lied it.
Blame
You
it
always
on-
say you won it in a raffle.
No, I'd just say it was JP's fault.
Or that.
No, it's Dale's fault in this house.
Oh, right. It's usually my fault in my house.
So Wood Wizardry by Colin saying, question. So what have you guys got planned for a second lockdown? Well, I think...
See, the thing is, right, okay, I'll go first on this one. To me, lockdown doesn't really matter because I was living this way before any of the lockdown started.
For me, it means there's less jobs advertised, so I can't be applying for a whole load of jobs, which is frustrating. Other than that, a whole lot of carving, looking after the boy, sending the missus out to work, cracking the whip, tidying the house, tidying up, cleaning stuff, and the usual nonsense. Carve some awesome carvings that nobody wants to buy. That kind of thing. All right.
I saw something the other day that said the definition of depression is realizing that lockdown doesn't actually change your lifestyle in any way.
Well, I went to home base this morning because I wanted some ply. And I didn't want to buy an 8x4 sheet, so I thought I'll go home base, get a little bit. But they don't do it anymore. But that was packed. I think everyone must have DIY planned.
Yeah.
And then when I eventually get to the timber merchants, that was packed. So, for me, it's hopefully, well, I'm hoping it doesn't delay my therapy because I want to go back to work.
It's a shame you can't come down here, Scott, because obviously we'd be in lockdown.
Yeah.
We've actually both got time off, and it would have been like, oh, well.
Oh, ideal.
You
Yeah.
could have labelled everything in my workshop. We'd have had plenty of time.
You could have picked Andy up, driven on a bit further, come down here, stay for a few
Gone for a
days.
bit of surf.
Yeah.
No, I took my labelling machine to Dale's last night because he said take it and never got used.
Yeah, to be fair, if you bought it, it'd probably not get used here either, mate.
Still come down though, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
After lockdown.
Get lockdown sorted. After lockdown, we will sort it, mate.
And then we have a party for Andy's 40th.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing any whiskey though. I bought that for Dale yesterday.
I don't drink, so that's cool.
Come down here, I'll treat you to some proper pasties. Real pasties.
Real pasties. I still got that Cornish cider in the cupboard to drink.
It's only getting better with age.
Right, quickly give that a stand.
I might go get some more Rattler today, actually.
Hi, Mike. Midnight Joker's in.
Hey, Mike. Get that parted off.
He says, whoop, whoop. Just got back from work and his bowl gouge has arrived.
So Mull Valley Maker saying he's got to go back to working more online. Much prefers face-to-face.
Douglas Mungham's in. Hi, Douglas.
I haven't put any finish on this one. I'm just going to part it off.
Ruby Claire's in. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Ruby.
Good.
John PBH is saying his local Leroy Merlin sells smaller pieces of ply. Feel free to come up. I did actually go to the timber merchants.
Oh, no. I've done it.
Got half a sheet.
I've put the lid down somewhere and I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Barry's saying, can you not get it from Laser Ply? No, Laser Ply do not do 12mm birch ply that I want for making my cupboard doors.
Paul Lockwood says Wicks for half sheets.
I don't know where our local Wicks is. All we've got in Horsham is a home base. We've got B&Q in Crawley. Oh, there's a new Wicks in Crawley, actually. I just remembered. Didn't think of that.
Can you see it?
Oh, look at that.
cool.
That's wicked.
Nice wee box. Inside's cleaned out as well.
Isn't that what do they call it? A copic jar? No, that's not right.
I don't think I'm going to get many of my ashes in there, though.
What time
It's
we
what
on?
they keep. What they keep.
19:35. Right, I've done a goblet. I've done a box.
Canoe.
I
Do you
will...
want to see the Christmas tree?
Yeah, do it.
Well, you're only at 35 minutes, Wayne, so you've still got 25 minutes.
Yeah, there's a bit of painting on this as well, though. So
Cool.
Wicks and Dorking. That's
Pop
not
picked that last one. Thank you, Steve.
a trick. Dorking's only up the road.
I
Especially-
could not for the life of me think of what it was called. I thought it was canopic drama for some reason, but I think it might be something else.
Paul Lockwood saying Wicks are often cheaper than BQ.
it's certainly something like that, Andy.
Yeah. Basically, it's what you keep golds in. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Evil. Oh.
Right, move these gouges out of the way.
Colin says there's one in Kingston too. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bit of a... That is a bit of a trick. But Colin, again, once lockdown's sorted, get you down here. We'll do some turning.
Baz says, Scott, we'll be turning 40 within 2 days of each other.
Oh, cool, Baz. When's your birthday? I thought that's going to have to be a makers meetup. There's lots of alcohol. The hodgepodge is down. I need to get some plywood. Going to do some shop organisations to store my chucks and jaws.
Are you 38?
If Hodge wants to organise it, you need to like my drawers, didn't he, Andy?
Right. I've got to go answer the phone.
All right, mate. With all my dividers.
And your labels.
Yeah. I've put 6 drawers in the clean room. I was sitting there last night thinking, right, how am I going to divide these in so I can put the bits in there that I want to put in there?
Now that's a spindle rough and couch.
Mm.
Look at that piece.
Woohoo!
A little bit of flat there.
I've got an interview tomorrow.
Whee!
Yay, wicked.
Chris Cox has joined.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
That's good news, mate.
Yeah.
What was that, mister?
I've got an interview tomorrow, Dad.
Excellent.
Oh, that's typical. Bit typical, isn't it? Go into lockdown, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, loads of time, do some carving. Then a job turns up. Oh. Thank you very much. Back to work.
At least it'll take some stress off you, mate.
Oh, mate. You know, I'm chilled as hell, so it's okay. It's a head, but weirdly, it's not bothering me. piece of roll and all that. There's no point in getting stressed out. My biggest problem is I get stressed out too easy over silly things. Well, I've kind of come to the conclusion there's no point in getting stressed out over the pointless things and nothing I can change. So I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Benefit systems there.
Red Eye Dave's in.
Oh yeah.
Hey there.
The benefit system's there for a reason. I've never used it. Now I'm actually in need of it. So
Douglas Mungham says we saw a YouTube video where a lady turner was using a spindle roughing gouge to shape a bowl. Yeah, I saw that one too, and I was cringing.
A roughing gouge. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Now, whenever you use, or whenever you're doing any shaping at all in anything, the rule is, or the general rule, I'll take these magnifiers off now. That's it. The general rule is you always go downhill. You're going downhill because what you're doing when you go downhill, with the bevel riding, you're actually pressing down the fibers behind the bevel. If you go uphill, what you're doing, you're going into the end grain and you're actually making that end grain stand up so you don't get a smooth cut. Now, that's the same with a skew chisel. When you use a skew chisel, you go downhill and that gives a really nice planed cut. If you go uphill, chances are you're going to get a catch and let's just move that a wee bit. You might get a catch and you're going to make the grain stand up. Now, the whole purpose, is that in focus there? Do I need to alter that camera?
only ever so slightly, Dan.
Right, okay.
It's more focus on the shavings behind the piece. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's focused
I'm with
on
you.
that.
Yeah, just bear with me. I'll just see about moving that down a bit. Come on, mouse, work. That's a bit too small.
That's better.
Just a wee bit more.
Barry says,
Yeah.
"Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, do, 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 do."
Right, so let's see if this works. I'm going to be going uphill on this because I'm wanting to actually make the end grain stand up. Here goes nothing.
Don't try this. Oh, okay. I was waiting for the.
Clive Farron says, hello, chaps. Sorry, I've been making a toy wooden defender for the grandchildren. And Douglas Mungham says, question, Wayne, does that apply to bowl turning?
Yeah, in ball turning, when you've got the ball mounted, so you're turning the bottom, it might look like you're going, if you class the bottom of the bowl as the high point, you should always go from the center of the bowl towards the outside because that way you're pressing the fibers of the bowl down. There's two lots of, where's my straws? Right, spindle work, I've got the straws here. Spindle work, the grain is running that way. This is the way the grain's going. So if you're going downhill, you're actually slicing the fibers so you get a nice smooth cut. If you come back up the hill, you're going into the end fibers there, which is a more difficult cut. with this in bowl orientation, the grain is going across that way. So you've always got two sides of the bowl that's got end grain on. So from the bottom of the bowl on the outside, you cut from the center and shape up the way. That way you're pressing down the fibers as you actually cut. When you clean out, if you take this as the top of the bowl now and you're cleaning out the inside of the bowl, you always go down towards the center of the bowl. You might be taking small cuts initially, but you always go down towards the center of the bowl. That way you're pressing down, the bevel of the gouge is pressing the fibers down. The other thing to consider is, if you're getting the inside of this bowl cleaned out and you start going from the center coming out the way, right at the center here, there's no speed. Okay? When you get out towards the outside of the bowl, the speed is getting faster and faster and faster. You're coming up the hill with a very unsafe cut. You could get a catch, which means the gouge is going to... I should have this on video. Side camera. Right. So you're coming up this way. The speed of the bowl is getting faster as you go towards the outside. You're coming uphill. If you get a catch or anything, the gouge is going to flip back out this way, and that's usually where you're standing. So the gouge is going to come back out towards you. So it's quite an unsafe practice to do it that way. Right, this tree's nearly finished. Just got a couple more to do. And I'll just drop that down and just finish off the top of the tree, and then we'll go on and do the barrel. Sorry, the stem of the tree and the barrel that it sits in. That's that done. And seeing as how there's a wee bit at the top there that I haven't done with the skew, I'll just stick some decoration on that. Turn the speed up.
Yeah, could you change cameras, right?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
There we are. I'm just going to use my parting tool just to do the stem.
So Turner's Retreat have just announced that they're shutting over lockdown.
Oh, no.
They're going to keep doing the online. Right, that email. They still do online shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if GPS will start doing their
boxes.
boxes again. I might ring and see if they want us to.
Yeah, I need to get in contact with them.
I'll just do the barrel shape. I'll start the part and cut on this just so I can clean up the bottom of the barrel. I'm just going to put a couple of marks, one at the top, one at the bottom. That's for the bands that go around the barrel, and I'm just going to highlight these with Vernon.
Malcolm Douglas is asking, what's the wood, please, Wayne?
It's ash. It's just a piece of ash. Okay, now I'm using wood stain, so I'm just going to give obviously the stem and the barrel a quick sand. Nothing too much, just to clean it up. Pull that over, see if it'll go in there. It does. Right, let's get stuff out of the way here so I can get me.
Richard RJK Spinningwood says, can you imagine lockdown without the internet?
Oh, it'd be a nightmare.
Don't even.
Right. Right, so this is going to be green. I think this is quite a dark green, but it's going to be green.
Are these intrinsics?
Yeah. That's okay. That was just a tool falling over. Don't worry about it. I know you're not anywhere, but don't.
No, we weren't.
Okay, so that's that. And for the barrel and the stem, I haven't got any in an airbrush, so I'll just have to dab it on. I'm going to be using earth, which is a brown colour.
Fenrica's in. Hi, Fenrica. 70 in, Wayne.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Fantastic.
Mark Pritchard saying he should have had his heart monitor fitted today. The hospital changed the appointment. Sorry to hear that, buddy.
So 70 in and 42 thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up, guys. Show Wayne some love. Oh.
Not too much though. Gets a big head.
Yeah, he does. I've heard that about him. Right, so that's basically the tree done. Now the thing is, with a lot of Christmas trees, they tend to have lights on them. So we'll put some lights on.
I suppose I better start thinking about carving a Santa Claus, really, hadn't I?
What about a sleigh, Andy, or a reindeer?
I was going to say reindeer.
I've done reindeers before. Easy.
Or an elf.
I'd prefer to do a troll, but elf, I could do an elf. Ooh, I could do a proper elf.
Instead of an elf on a shelf, you could do a troll on a roll.
I love the elf on the shelf. Mine gets up to all sorts of mischief. Ruby Claire says, what are you making the lights with, Wayne?
These are Chestnut Products. I can't read that properly. Chestnut Products iridescent paints. And this one is cerise. And I'm also going to be using green. I don't know if the green will stand out against the green of the tree, but we will see.
Barry's had a good idea. Do Krampus, Andy.
The Grinch.
Cool. I'm writing these down. Evil Santa. Oh yeah.
Troll dressed as Santa.
Nick Zametti's new videos are slaying it.
It is. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh,
No, I haven't yet. Yeah.
It's a restoration, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm going to hog the telly and watch it on that.
I get a little bit frustrated with the some of the restorations. It's like, oh mate, seriously, come on. If you're gonna do it, properly do it. Take it all apart.
Right, so that's that done. Is that? Oh, it is standing out. The green is standing out. I was wondering.
It's standing out.
Or not. Right, I'll turn the speed right down on this.
So Fenrica says, quick question all. I've recently purchased a 1/4-inch bowl gouge. What should it be used on? It seems too fragile for bowls. P.S. It's Crown and I'm a poo turner.
Right, hang on. Do.
Yeah. Paul Lockwood saying it needs bright yellow or something. I was thinking that.
Right, okay, hang on. I'm just measuring this. Right, that's a 1/4-inch bowl gouge. It gets used on bowls, because that's what it's for.
Put a yellow on the top as a star or something and some yellow lights.
No, it's
Small
okay.
bowls, finishing cuts, detailing. Use it for all of that, can you?
Yeah.
Having this office chair in the workshop's a bit fatal now.
You sat all comfy.
Yeah, it's nice. Leans back, you know. I need one of those footstool things. Buffet or whatever they call them.
Poof. Or an ottoman.
Hold on a minute. You need a poof in your workshop.
Yeah, one of those footstool things. That's what they're called, isn't it?
Yeah.
Buffet.
Uh-huh. That's
And
what
then I'll have to get a jacket and a, smoking jacket and a pipe.
A cravat.
I've got cravats.
You can see a doctor about that, right?
You need to get a decent paisley pattern cravat though.
What have I got? No, they're green, brown, and maroon, because that's what I had for my wedding. Douglas is saying, do you have some Jaffa cakes with you in the armchair? No. There are no Jaffa cakes in the house.
Even I've got Jaffa cakes.
Paul Lockwood says, just be pleased you got the space. My seat is a small table I use for the planer or table saw, or just about any other tool that needs to be stood at whilst waist height.
Oh, what have I got? I've got a chair, a stool.
Tell you the truth, Paul, he hasn't
sofa.
really.
No, I haven't. So I got this office chair off Marketplace. It was free to collect up. But yes, it's too big for the clean room. So now it's back in the main workshop at the moment.
Shocking.
I am thinking, as I'm a maker, of putting it on the bench and seeing if I can make it smaller.
Now again, I don't think. Or should I put some finish on? So I'll just spray some. No, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to put any finish on this. I'm going to leave it as it is. It is a demo piece, so you can see how I got there.
Is that the only Christmas tree you're having up in your house this year, Wayne?
No, Jane will want the tree up. Jane does Christmas.
Oh, you have my sympathies.
Yeah, the kids will want the outside lights up as well. But
No, that doesn't happen. We don't own any. I can't see the bloody point.
well, we used to have a contest with the neighbour before she died to see who could get the most amount of lights up.
On the
Yeah,
plus
well,
side, Scott, you've won this year.
If she'd been up here, Scott, she would have won every year.
She never won against me.
Right, I will. Hang on. I'll bring my stool across. I'll go back onto the main camera.
Ruby says, why don't guys do Christmas? I do Christmas.
Yeah, same.
No, a lot of people do Christmas, it's just that I don't.
I'll start watching Christmas movies as soon as the presents start arriving from Amazon. Because I do the wrapping in our house. So I go upstairs, set all my stuff up for me wrapping, put a Christmas movie on, and that's me happy.
Do you wrap presents like the way you wrap stuff you sent out?
Hell yeah.
With gaffer tape. Oh,
Christmas Day
gaffer
takes your
tape.
kids 4 hours to unwrap their presents.
Yeah.
Makes the joy last longer, man. Mark.
True. Wayne
I
Hodgepodge is
take-
asking, have you ever turned a 3-leg wooden stool?
Yes, I have.
Like the one Colwyn Way did recently?
Yeah, I have. Well, there we go. There we go. 1 week Christmas tree.
Oh, JP's been hiding in the background.
Oh, has he?
Right, JP?
He's just give you a super chat. He says, I knew it.
JP.
He's an off making
Right.
practice beats.
While you're in, JP, that's that ball gouge I was telling you about last night. Right, so that's the tree. That's the goblet
Cool.
with a captive ring.
That is awesome.
That's wicked.
And God, come on, Wayne. Stop the shaky fingers.
Ellie says, I managed to get into my parcel from Scott with a single Stanley blade.
That's cool.
And there you go. That's the.
Oh,
the
that
wee-
is awesome.
I'll hold it up like that so you can see. That's the wee box out of olive. And the wee goblet is out of olive as well. So I just thought I'd do a couple of different bits today.
That's wicked. Well done, mate.
And I'll get them photographed this afternoon and stick them up on social the way I usually do. I'm quite happy with them.
They're really cool.
Just something a wee bit different from my usual. I will be back on Wednesday evening. Again, any idea what I'm doing? For those of you who are in Woodturning 360, I will be doing a wee demo tomorrow night's meeting on the few jigs that I've got. So if you are, I'll be happy to see you there. Who's on tonight? Nobody. Again, if you're in Woodturning 360, Martin's doing a demo tonight. I think he's doing a goblet, but instead of the stem having spirals on, he's actually doing the spirals on the goblet bowl itself. So Martin's doing that tonight. Tomorrow night is, tomorrow lunchtime. Are you on, Mark?
Yes, me.
Mark's on tomorrow lunchtime. I think he's going to be doing a vase. Richard, the beard times 16, is on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I believe. Wednesday, don't know who's on Wednesday, lunchtime now. I'll be back on Wednesday night. Thursday lunchtime, if he's not working, it will be Steve, SK Crafts, and Scott is on Thursday night, and I believe he's doing a clock in a polo ball, aren't you?
I am. All being well.
There you go. I'll be back on Friday lunchtime. Friday night, there's a couple of premieres on. Ruben has a premiere. In fact, there's probably only one premiere on. Ruben will have a premiere. Steve SK will be going live about 7:45, and Stace goes live about 8 o'clock. Saturday, Ed Oliver's on in the morning. Not too sure about lunchtime. Our very own Andy will be on around about 6 o'clock on Saturday. Am I right, Andy?
Yeah, I might go a little bit later, seeing as Nick's no longer wanting to do anything. So
I don't think Emma's on Saturday night because she did say she was going to be doing sort of fortnightly lives. So Andy will be on. Sorry?
Ruby asks, what time Wednesday? It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
GMT.
8 o'clock my time, Ruby, which I think will be about 4 o'clock your time. I think. I think you're Eastern time, aren't you, Ruby?
So Douglas Mungham says, Wayne, you are an outstanding turner.
Well, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's much appreciated. Even
Thanks
though
for the
you're
post.
even though you're lying through your teeth, but I'll accept it anyway.
No, it's,
Right, I did see it went right at the very beginning of lockdown. I said I'll carry on doing these lives until lockdown finishes. Looks like I'm going to be about 90 by the time I stop doing these lives.
have you written to Boris and said, oi?
Oi, I'm supposed to be bastard retired. You know that. Anyway, right, I'm going to press the button, guys. Thanks everybody for coming along.
See you all later.
I've really enjoyed doing this one.
Cheers, everyone.
I'm hitting the button